Chambers enthusiasts and business learners, welcome to AC3 about Chambers Chit Chat, the voice hub where we explore knowledge and talks by the Chamber Guy. In this episode, we are going to discuss about the Chamber Guy interview with the CCIIP or Chamber of Commerce and Industry Indonesia Portugal. Previously, the Chamber Guy had an interview with the country representative of CCIIP, Miss Martha Octavia. Let's watch the video here.
The Indonesia Portugal Chamber of Commerce and Industry, or CCIIP for short, is an association of business organizations in Portugal and Indonesia focusing on international trade and development of both countries. Today, I'll be speaking to Martha Octavia, the country representative of the CCIIP, who supports the daily operations and activities of the Chamber in Indonesia, just to find out what lies ahead for the CCIIP in Indonesia. Watch this.
Martha, thanks for being with us here today. Our viewers want to know a little bit more about your story, who you are, a little bit about your history and where you come from. So if you can just give us a brief rundown, that'll be great.
Thank you so much, Francis.
Right.
So my name is Martha Octavia, and I'm actually Indonesian, but I've been spending in the past 6 years in Portugal.
Right.
Yeah, so I went there for actually studying my MBA, and after that I got a work there, and then I got a job offer, and then I continued to work there as a consultant for European Union's projects.
Okay.
So that's going on, rolling a lot, and after that I come across the Chamber of Commerce of Portugal-Indonesia.
Okay.
So I have a very good connection with all the members over there, with the president of the chambers, and then in November 2020 I had to go back to Indonesia to running a lot of businesses over here.
Okay.
So with that we make the connections, and that's where I came across, and then being assigned as the representative of the chamber here in Indonesia.
That's quite a story, actually. For those Portuguese companies that are venturing into Indonesia, of course, being a foreign company coming into Indonesia, there will be challenges that they come across. And as the chamber, what are the initiatives and projects that have been undertaken by the CCIIP aimed at supporting the needs of these members who are maybe for the start struggling to set up, because there are certain pitfalls to avoid when setting up in a new country. So how do you address these issues, and how do you help them?
Yeah, thanks, Francis. So as I mentioned earlier, that we have a lot of members now.
Right.
So mostly the members in Portugal, they're not only having the business here in Indonesia, but also the companies that has the interest to go to Indonesia. So
Okay.
that's where the chambers come into place and then help them. First of all, we provide a lot of information and insights about Indonesia, in this case, when they are interested to go to Indonesia, so they can get a lot of insights more, because Portugal and Indonesia is very far, and most of them don't really know about what is happening in Indonesia and what are the best industries to look on, and the opportunities that are available here. So we give a lot of information on that, and
Okay.
also somehow the help for the market entry for them to go to Indonesia, and also to develop the connection over here to the related industry and also contacts, and that helps our members a lot.
For those who want to watch the full video, you can check the link below our video here. Okay, CCIIP itself is focused in nurturing the international trade between Indonesia and Portugal. Tony, how do you think about the CCIIP role in nurturing the international trade between Indonesia and Portugal?
Well, after watching the short video between the chamber guy with the representative of CCIIP for Indonesia, I think it's a good focal point where the CCIIP is trying to help businesses and also companies to establish in Indonesia, and by giving the companies relevant support and also insight, so they can grow accordingly and ideally in Indonesia
to grab the Indonesian market.
Yes, and I think if some of you are watching this would like to establish a company in Indonesia, why don't you try to join the CCIIP? But this is particularly for the Portugal companies who wish to establish in Indonesia. You can just contact the CCIIP, or you can just contact us in the chamber guys team, and then we will connect you with the CCIIP. So I think it's a good thing to do. If the foreign company from Portugal, they would like to establish in Indonesia, they can just join with the CCIIP, and then they will gain many knowledge and also insights on how to grow their business or how to grow their companies in Indonesia. And I think it's a good thing, because there will be support and also insights provided by the CCIIP as networking channels for companies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Dwi. During 2019 to 2022, and according to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, there is an increment of the direct investment of the Portugal to Indonesia, and the increment is about 2,000%.
Yes.
What do you think about that, and will that give impact to the Indonesia green economy?
So talking about the investment and green economy, so this is a bilateral relation between Portugal and Indonesia. For point that should be underlined within the bilateral relation between Portugal and Indonesia. The first one is investment, like you said before. Investment, it is going up on 2022, right? It is up to 2,000%. That's great, of course, great. It will support Indonesian business player to be more creative. So Portugal import of Indonesian palm oil from Indonesia increased by 77% during 2019 and 2022. About the energy cooperation, so let's say in Batam there is a renewable floating solar project, invested by the Portugal government or maybe company. It is around 2 billion USD.
Okay, the figure of the investment is 2 billion USD. Wow.
Okay. And then the last one is about the maritime cooperation. Yes. And then a lot of maybe Indonesian people working at Portugal and fishing area. And talking about the ESG.
Okay.
So environmental, it is related to the energy usage and efficiency. Okay, let's say when company doing production, there will be a lot of consumption and will impact for the climate change. And then social, a lot of the demonstration about the the wage.
Okay,
right?
minimum wage.
Yes, pay.
Female worker rights.
Okay. Yes, everything should be in balance. It will be good. And then the last one is governments. What's the point? The most important the government doing here.
Yes,
is it about the
bureaucracy.
Yes, about control
regulation
mechanism. So control is the government. So yes, about compliance and then the accounting integrity and the transparency also included.
Okay then. Thank you very much for your comprehensive explanation, Dwi. Anthony, thank you very much for your time for this episode, and guys, thank you very much for watching this AC3 video. This is the end of our today AC3 about Chit Chat, powered by the Chamber guys. See you on next episode next week. Bye.
Bye.